Welcome to a Pokemon Unite showcase on Delphox. Delphox is a ranged special attacker that plays like a mage, being very vulnerable but will deal massive damage with spells from a distance. Delphox can work in any lane but will prefer the jungle. Your passive ability is Blaze. When using an ability below half HP, you'll shoot an additional fireball that deal extra damage to enemies. This ability has a 15-second cooldown. Auto attacks become boosted every third hit, dealing more damage. At level 1, you can start off with either Ember or Will-O-Wisp. Ember will damage enemies and will be a great ability for getting last hits. Will-O-Wisp will send out 3 flames that explode on impact, damaging and slowing enemies for 2 seconds. Max 2 flames can hit a single enemy. She'll be stuck with these moves for a while, so she won't be very effective till at least level 7 where she starts learning new moves, and will finally become really good once she hits level 9. At level 6, you'll upgrade Ember to Fire Blast or Mystical Fire. Fire Blast deals a lot of damage to all enemies in a large designated direction. It'll also leave a fire trail behind that after a short delay will damage enemies again. Mystical Fire will deal a bit less damage and will explode on contact to deal damage to enemies around the explosion, so it has a bit less coverage as well. But in return, it'll have less cooldown, and at level 11, it'll also start reducing cooldowns of all moves if you hit with this move, and will reduce cooldowns even further if you hit an enemy player. So Fire Blast deals high damage early on and has better coverage, while Mystical Fire has less damage early on, less coverage, but shorter cooldown, and assuming you aim well, you'll deal a lot more damage late game. At level 7, you'll upgrade Will-O-Wisp to Fire Spin or Flame Charge. Fire Spin creates a vortex that automatically moves towards the nearest enemy, dealing damage over time and decreasing movement speed for 5 seconds. After a few seconds, or if an enemy is caught in the center of the vortex, it'll deal more damage and they'll be stunned for 1 second. Flame Charge lets you dash forward, and if there are enemies in range of your auto attacks, 3 flames will automatically get launched. You can also use your first ability and combine it with Flame Charge to move while you're casting. At level 9, Delphox learns Fanciful Fireworks, which will last for 8 seconds, damaging and slowing enemies by 50% within the zone. It'll also reduce HP recovery effects by 50%. This debuff cannot be cleansed while they are inside the zone. Any build will work in theory and will come down to what you want during the game. Fire Blast deals more damage early game, while Mystical Fire will deal more damage as soon as you hit level 11 and is recommended if you have good aim because of its cooldown reduction. Then you'll pick between Fire Spin for crowd control or Flame Charge for mobility's sake. For items, you'll typically want Energy Amplifier and Shell Bell to boost damage and cooldown reduction. Then if you choose to go for Flame Charge for the sake of mobility, you could go for Choice Specs, Wise Glasses to further boost damage, or if you go for Fire Spin to crowd control, you might want to consider going for defensive items like Focus Band or Buddy Barrier. The typical battle item will be the eject button, but you could also do extra speed. For emblems, you'll want to focus on green, which is special attack, and black, which is cooldown reduction. Keep in mind that this is just a basic showcase, as with the nature of MOBAs, patches will be rebalancing and changing a few things on abilities, moves, items, or even the stage. You can also check out the website UniteDB.com or the MathCore Discord for the current best builds on each Pokemon in Unite as the meta develops. There is even an emblem builder on UniteDB.com. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed these videos and find them helpful, then please consider helping me out on Patreon.